the great city of North Miami Beach. Today is December 1st, 2022. The time is 7:43 p.m. Madam Clerk, can you kindly call the roll for our swearing-in ceremony?
Commissioner Florimont stated that he will be out of the country. He sends his regrets. Commissioner Danielle Lejean.
Present.
Commissioner Barbara Kramer.
Present.
Commissioner Fortuna Smuggler.
Present.
Commissioner Pauline Ballard. Vice Mayor Michael Joseph also will not be able to attend this evening. Mayor Anthony DiFilippo.
I am here.
Mr. Mayor, before we proceed, Vice Mayor Michael Joseph as well as Commissioner Mackenzie Florimont were not able to attend tonight's swearing-in ceremony due to previously scheduled engagement. Commissioner Florimont is out of the country. However, there is a pre-recorded message from both that will be displayed to you now.
Very well.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, Commissioners, elected officials, staff, North Miami Beach residents, and our special guests. My name is Mackenzie Florimont, one of your city commissioners, and although I couldn't be there this evening because of a previously planned trip, I wanted to make sure and congratulate our incoming and re-elected commissioners, Fortuna Smuggler, Jay Chernoff, and Phyllis Smith. Together with the rest of the commission, I know that we're going to work together to assure that the future of North Miami Beach is bright. To our outgoing commissioners, Pauline Ballard and Barbara Kramer, thank you for your service. Your time and dedication to our great city has proven that you care about the future of North Miami Beach. I know that you guys will remain involved and steadfast in assuring that our city heads in the right direction. It's time to come together for safer streets. It's time to come together for more parks, transportation options, small business development, and economic development. Together, we truly can be one city with one vision and one mission. Guys, let's get to work. Thank you, and good night.
Hello, this is your Vice Mayor Michael Joseph sending you warm holiday greetings. I apologize, I cannot be present with you tonight, as my wife and I recently had a newborn a week and a half ago. So, I'm on additional daddy duties for the next several weeks. But I want to congratulate everyone tonight. I especially want to congratulate my colleague, Commissioner Fortuna Smuggler, on her successful re-election. I also want to welcome back Commissioner Phyllis Smith and Commissioner Jay Chernoff to the dais. I look forward to working with each of you to ensure that North Miami Beach lives up to our reputation of inclusiveness and caring for one another. Please stay safe, take care, and happy holidays to each of you.
We may proceed.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Okay, so next we're going to move on to our invocation. And we have our rabbi here that's going to help us. Rabbi Engel, are you here with us?
Yes.
Okay.
Good evening, everybody. And we know in the scriptures it says that the biggest blessing that you can receive is the blessing of peace, shalom. What is peace? It's peace of difference. Exactly like our body when it's healthy. It's so unique in different organs, but they work together as one in order that we'll be able to function exactly the same way. I would like to bless this amazing team of people, unique and special, that together, and only together, with unity, love, caring, and sharing, doing this amazing job for this entire city and this amazing state. God bless.
Amen. Thank you. At this time, I would ask if everybody can stand up and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance if you can. If not, remain seated.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice
discussion and comments from our commissioners that are outgoing, and so I don't see Commissioner Ballard here with us tonight.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes?
we have a presentation for Ms.
Oh, okay.
Commissioner Villard that we would like to play.
Okay.
They had a presentation for
So on behalf of the city of North Miami Beach, we have this bouquet of flowers, which we will present. I think there's somebody here, I think Commissioner Villard's aide or our assistant is here to take them for her. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
maybe because I'm here.
Thank you very much, Mr. Commissioner Villard. Thank you for your service. Item 4.2, we have Commissioner Barbara Kramer.
Got the witness up. I got the witness, the most awful.
I know.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here tonight to witness the swearing in of our newly elected officials. First, I would like to thank those residents who ran for office in this election, and especially to our former elected officials who felt compelled to run again because so much was at stake. Our beloved city was headed in a very precarious direction. We all owe a debt of gratitude to Phyllis Smith and Jay Chernoff for coming out of political retirement and putting North Miami Beach first. Neither of them had any intention of running again, but they stepped up and heeded the call of the many residents who were desperate to restore transparent, responsible, and honest governing back to the city of North Miami Beach. I also must thank the many residents who came together, some for the very first time, and worked hard nearly around the clock to get Phyllis, Jay, and Fortuna elected. None of this success would have been possible without any of you. You proved beyond a doubt that it truly does take a village. Wake up, NMB. It is with great pleasure that I wish to congratulate the new commissioners, Phyllis Smith and Jay Chernoff, as well as the re-elected commissioner Fortuna Smuckler, for their hard-earned and much-deserved victories. I have no doubt that they will govern with the same integrity and honesty with which they all conducted their respective campaigns.
That's right.
For those who don't know my past, I also ran for office almost 14 years ago because so many residents asked me to. I had always been an active member in our local government, belonging to several committees and civic organizations. I had no political ambitions whatsoever, but when I saw the need for transparency at City Hall, I knew it was time to at least try to make a difference. This decision changed my life, and I am so grateful for the opportunity to be of service and to have accomplished so many goals. One of my favorite joys of being an elected servant was being directly involved in the city committees that meant so much to me, and I knew I could make a difference. During my time in office, I was a liaison to the Beautification Committee, where each year on Arbor Day, the city renovated or created a park and held a tree giveaway. Some of the parks included our Dolphin Park, Jose Salz Park, Schenkenberger Park, and Jack Chapin Park, just to name a few. Because of my efforts and design background, North Miami Beach received an award for the Best Inviting Gateway from Miami-Dade County Neat Streets Board for the traffic circle that was designed in front of City Hall. As liaison to the Multicultural Committee, our board members celebrated our diversity by highlighting our different cultures, something that was lacking before I came into office. We began each year full of enthusiasm and great ideas, which we turned into reality. We honored the many cultures of our residents and held events such as the Chinese New Year with an extravagant gala, Haitian Heritage Month with music and dance and a tea-mache. We celebrated Hispanic Heritage Month with amazing concerts by Tito Puente Jr., Tony Sucar, and others. We even had our first living museum, followed by a journey through Black to celebrate Black History Month. We also brought to our community, and especially our after-school student participants, Cultural Cinema Night, where we featured a diversity-themed movie each month to bring awareness and acceptance of our community around us and its many cultural facets that could enrich us to become a better place to live, work, and play in. And of course, one of my favorite implementations was the North Miami Beach Magical History Tour, which local historian Alan Sokol and I originated and hosted each year to a sold-out crowd. One of the highlights was when we had our ribbon-cutting ceremony to unveil the newly renovated, historic Fulford by the Sea Monument, which is on the National Register of Historic Places, and which I had the pleasure of being involved in while working to achieve that designation.
That's great.
My committee members are such a creative group and very, very special to me and to the city. I want to thank each and every one of you for your volunteerism and for being one of the best parts of North Miami Beach. Finally, as an elected official, I quickly learned that we cannot accomplish anything without the residents who entrusted us with their vote of confidence. Because of their support, I started Citizen Appreciation Day in 2010 for the purpose of honoring our outstanding residents and recognizing their contributions to our city. I truly hope that the new commission continues to honor this tradition. I would be remiss if I didn't mention our incredible employees. As you know, employees are the backbone of every successful organization. Without the many staff members, past and present, so many of my projects would have never come to fruition. It was an absolute pleasure to work with so many of you. I don't need to mention the ones still here. You know who you are. If we worked together, smiled at one another, hugged and kissed one another, if I yelled thank you from my car as I drove by while you beautified our city, you know I respect you and care for you. And please know, better days are ahead. Now to my family. Without them, I wouldn't be here. Much love and gratitude to my loving and patient husband, Larry, and my children, Kevin and Jordan. Words can never convey the appreciation I have for you, not only for supporting me, but being without me on so many occasions while I was at City Hall meetings, serving the community at our frequent events, or being called away when my telephone would ring because of a constituent need. I love you from the bottom of my heart. In closing, I am proud of the many accomplishments I achieved with my past colleagues who shared this journey with me. Did we make some mistakes? Of course, we're only human. Could we have made better decisions? Perhaps. What I do know is that everything that I did as a commissioner was always done with the best interest of our residents. It is my wish that this new commission do likewise. I pray that you always seek to lead and serve with the honesty, transparency, and integrity befitting the office, as our residents deserve nothing less. I want to thank all the residents that have supported me. It's been a true blessing serving you. Now, as a resident without a title, I'll be working alongside you to continue our mission of good governance. And for those elected officials who don't adhere to that high standard, we will hold them accountable.
That's right.
Wishing everyone a very happy and healthy holiday season, and may 2023 be your best year yet. Thank you.
So,
She missed the best.
you know, folks, for anybody who knows Commissioner Kramer, you know her words are genuine and come from the heart. I'd be remiss if I didn't stop at this point and recognize our dignitaries that are in the room that came out for this special event, for you and for everyone. And if you all just be patient with me, because some came in a little late, we want to make sure we have everybody. But much respect to those that came out previous. The list is long, and we want to start by recognizing the office of our Dade County Mayor, Daniela Levine Cava, who we have with us tonight. Melanie Burke from her office is here with us. Melanie, can you kindly come? I think she's come. She's here. We have her. We want to thank the offices of Commissioner Monestine, who sends their regards. I don't believe I have anybody here from his office, but I did want to give him his honorable mention. We have our state representative, Chevron Jones, from here. I don't think he's here, but we want to recognize him on his behalf. We have Marina Brayman, who's here. Marina, can you please stand up so we can be recognized? Thank you so much. In regards to our state representative, we do have here with us our state representative, Christopher Benjamin. Representative Benjamin, thank you for coming from District 107. We have with us our Senator Jason Pizzo from District 38. We want to recognize our Congresswoman from District 24, Frederica Wilson, not here with us, but sends her kind regards. Thank you, Congresswoman. Our Dade County Commissioner, District 2, newly elected, Marlene Bastian, you're here with us this evening. Thank you for joining us. Thank you very much. Our kind regards that were sent from Mayor Rodney Harris from Miami Gardens. Mayor, thank you, Mayor Harris. From Miami Gardens, C4, also Katrina Wilson, also sends her regards to and congratulates everyone. From Sunny Isles Beach, Jennifer Vizcarra, C4. Thank you very much, Commissioner. And we also have with us, here with us, from North Miami Beach, none other than our former Commissioner Felipe De Rose. We also have with us our former Senator Ron Silver. We also have the honor of having with us tonight our wonderful County Commissioner, outgoing Sally Heyman. We have former Commissioner David Templer with us here. We have Linda Julian, Miami Gardens Councilwoman with us. Mr. Julian, thank you for coming out, Sister City. We have a former council member, Michael Snyder, in the house. Michael, thank you. To you and the legacy your family leaves behind, thank you for everything you do. I also want to recognize our mayor from Biscayne Park, Virginia O'Halpern. She's here with us this evening. We have from the city of North Miami, who helps with the PAL program, and our dear friend Mike McDermott. Mike? We have with us one of our former commissioners, Commissioner Ingrid Forbes. North Bay Village Commissioner Andriana Jackson. Great. We have former Commissioner John Kurzman and his wife in the house. We have our former manager Esmond Scott. Is with us this evening. And I always leave the best for last. Former mayor and mayor emeritus, in my word, Jeff Mishkan. I hope I didn't miss anybody. If I did, we love you and we thank you for being here.
Not a soul from North Miami.
I see somebody pointing. Nobody? All right. If Trisha Harris. From Island Village. We love you. We thank each and every one of you for coming out and sharing this moment with us. We are forever grateful and thankful to each and every one of you. We have Tony from the Humane Society that's here. So many businesses that are in the city that represent us here tonight. So many organizations that are here tonight. We thank you. I mean, the names would be endless. To all the rabbis that are here tonight, to all the pastors, to all the priests, to everybody that prays over our city every day. We're thankful to you. To the Mystic Forest Foundation, Sylvia Vanni, for the childhood cancer awareness. We're thankful for everything you do and everything you've done. And to everybody that's out there, we want you to know that we love you and we thank you for joining us this evening. So
Chick-fil-A is here.
Chick-fil-A. I told you they're all out there, guys. So, we love you, we recognize you, and we're grateful that you are part of the process and you're here with us tonight, sharing this moment. So,
Mr. Mayor,
ma'am,
we have another presentation for Commissioner Barbara Kramer.
fantastic. Mr. Kramer, thank you for your years, over a decade of service to this great city. When I first started in 2013, you were right next to me, and I'm forever appreciative of your friendship. Admire you truly for your hard work and dedication to the great city of North Miami Beach.
Leslie stood up, so I stood up too. Yeah, she stood up.
Thank you, everyone. We move on to our appointments.
Mr. Mayor, going by seat order, would like to invite Commissioner-elect Jay Chernoff to be sworn in by former Mayor Jeffrey Mishcon. He'll be administering the oath.
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you.
It's indeed an honor to be back here to swear in Jay after 17 years. This is the first time I've been back in 17 years since I retired in 2005. But I still hold the title as the longest serving mayor in the history of the city of North Miami Beach. The title which can never be broken because now they have term limits. And I served from 1987 to 2005. And that's 18 years for those of you who are not quick in there. And it's indeed a pleasure because back in that day, we had councils, and Jay was with me every step of the way, and so was John Kurzman. And Sarah Heaton was a good part of it. Back in that day, we knew how to disagree without being disagreeable. Something that this commission been having a little trouble understanding, but I think with Jay on the commission now, and Philippe, I have a lot of colleagues here. Philippe DeRose, we serve together. Many colleagues, we could almost have a council meeting. Yeah, we pretty much have a quorum. But it's truly an honor, and I was very honored when Jay asked me to swear him in, because Jay is the kind of person that will really bring that being able to disagree without being disagreeable to this commission, because in all of the years that I served with Jay, I never saw him be disagreeable one time. I never saw him be even angry at one time. We certainly didn't agree all of the time, but we knew how to compromise and work with each other and get things done for the benefit of the city. And I'm very, very proud of it. All of the commissions that I worked with were super and very enjoyable. And I see Robin and Parker have arrived. The last time I saw Parker, he was smaller than me, and his hair was definitely shorter than mine. But it is now, anyway. But anyway, glad to see you all. Great family. We're all very proud of Jay, and it's really an honor to be able to swear you in.
Thank you, Jeff.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, and state your name,
I, Jay Chernoff,
do hereby swear
do hereby swear
that I will faithfully perform the duties
that I will
faithfully perform the duties of Commissioner
in
the City of North Miami Beach
the City of North Miami Beach
to the best of my ability
to the best of my ability
and in accordance with the rules and bylaws and charter
and in accordance with the rules and bylaws and charter
of the City of North Miami Beach
of the City of North Miami Beach
and the State of Florida
and the State of Florida
and the United States of America.
and the United States of America.
So help me God.
So help me God.
You are duly installed. Congratulations.
Commissioners, please come up. By the way, when he comes up, we want to recognize State Representative Joe Geller, who came and joined us. Also, All-Pro football, Jonathan Cyprian is here with us this evening. Jonathan, please. So, before we proceed with our next swearing in for C4, which is for Commissioner Fortuna Smuckler, we want to go ahead and congratulate Commissioner Smuckler on a job well done. Welcome back.
Senator Jason Pizzo, can you please join us at the dais? Thank you. Someone texted me and said Pizzo's here. I know.
But Esmond Scott got that applause. And it's state, and I'm just happy to say what I'm going to do the oath. I'd like to read it though, because I can't interpret like that. It was charters and recipes and all kinds of things. But I'm always honored to, obviously, to be here and where my kids grew up. It is State Senator Sheridan Jones. Yes. Who will, side by side with me and attended to each other, be serving this wonderful city. Are you ready?
No, I need my granddaughter.
Let's go. There you go.
Come on now.
Give the granddaughter some applause too. Will you? This is an honor to do so. And not many people know that your family and I go back a while. I see your daughter here. We were prosecutors together, very busy ones at that, here in Miami-Dade County. And would you raise your right hand? I, Fortuna Smuckler,
I, Fortuna Smuckler,
do solemnly swear
that I will support,
protect, and defend the Constitution and government of the United States and the state of Florida, and the Charter of the City of North Miami Beach, and that I am duly qualified to hold office
and that I am duly qualified to hold office
under the Constitution of the state
under the Constitution of the state
and the Charter of the City of North Miami Beach,
and the Charter of the City of North Miami Beach,
and that I will well
and I will well
and faithfully perform
and faithfully perform
the duties of City Commission
the duties of City Commission
for the City of North Miami Beach,
for the City of North Miami Beach,
upon which I am now about to enter.
upon which now I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We also want to recognize we have another guest in the house. We have former Commissioner Evan Piper. Evan Piper, also our Chamber of Commerce President. Thank you, Evan.
Last but not least, in Group Seat 6, we have Phyllis Smith.
They needed to do a video for it. These are two teams that couldn't do it. She is silly. They do everything from home.
4 years together.
Good evening. Thank you, Jeff, for impressing everybody how deficient me and Jason will be in having to read the oath of office, memorizing it for everybody else. You are that good. It's good to see you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Sally Heyman. I am a lifetime resident of North Miami Beach since I was 6. What is really special and such an honor and privilege to be here tonight to swear Phyllis in is 36 years ago, I stood in this retrofitted gym. John Kurtzman was already commissioner at the time. Jeff Mishcon and I had won my first election in May of 1987, and this is where my roots of elected public service started. So I am so honored to be here tonight to welcome back Phyllis, who is community family right from the start. And so many of you have been champions for our wonderful city. Before I start, I have this pin that I was waiting because I figured I knew she wasn't done in public service. I just didn't expect her to come back. It says, "Be a nice human." And for as long as I've known Phyllis, whether it's in real estate, in Crime Watch, police department, as a community resident and family member with Woody and Susie, she's always been a nice human, and she's bringing it back to North Miami Beach. Let's do it, folks. Let's do it. Raise your right hand. Okay. I state your name.
I, Phyllis Smith,
Do solemnly affirm
do solemnly affirm
that I will support, protect, and defend
that I will support, protect, and defend
the Constitution and government
the Constitution and government
of the United States and of the state of Florida,
of the United States and of the state of Florida,
and the Charter of the City of North Miami Beach,
and the Charter of the City of North Miami Beach,
that I am duly qualified to hold office
that I am duly qualified to hold office
again,
under the Constitution of the state
under the Constitution of the state
and the Charter of the City of North Miami,
and the Charter of the City of North Miami Beach,
and that you will, I will,
and that I will
well and faithfully perform
the
duties of City Commission
for
the City of North Miami,
the City of North Miami Beach,
upon which I am now about to enter. So help you God.
So help me God.
Oh, I see. There he is.
But he said there's like one skeleton that just looks so dejected because he's the writing on the wall.
But he's here.
We had no choice. There it is.
Characteristic.
Oh my God.
I want to recognize we have the clerk from North Miami, Vanessa Joseph, here with us this evening. Thank you.
It's empty.
Commissioner Smith, would you speak? Okay. Oh, okay. I was so excited. I was waiting for you to talk.
I have to wait till most of them go home and talk to them.
No.
Commissioner Jay Chernoff.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Again, I want to thank everybody in this room who came out, voted, worked, and helped me get elected. The three of us ran so hard, so diligently, and it paid off. So thank you all. You all deserve it. I'm going to read a few names that helped. And if I forget you, please, please forgive me. Benny Joseph. Kathleen McKean. Antonio Ortega. David Templer. Bruce Lamberto. Hubert Dubé. Herbert Campbell. Charlie Nasrin. I can't pronounce his name properly. Nate, not Nate. Forget it. Charlie. Ringo Kayan. Dr. Alan Jacobs. Alan Sakowitz. Dubby Katz. Markinson Gentry. Montecito Francis. Muriel Eduardo. Saul Smuckler. Sally Heyman. The next thank you is Barbara and Tony. Barbara and Tony were the ones who came up to me and talked me into running. And I was very happy not being a councilman when it was councilman back then, so I was very happy not being a councilman anymore. My mayor always told me, when you're not having fun, get off. I was happy to get off when I got off, and we needed to change something. And the three of us ran so hard, me, Phyllis, and Fortuna, But Barbara and Tony worked very hard to get us elected, so thank you, Barbara and Tony. Fortuna, without saying, was running her own campaign, helped me get votes, helped Phyllis get votes. We all helped each other, and that's why we're all sitting up here, so thank you all. I would be remiss to say that Susie Smith and Nancy Cliff need a round of applause for everything they did for me. I mean that with all sincerity. Without them, I wouldn't be sitting up here right now. So thank you, Susie and Nancy. Absolutely. Last but not least, my wife. My wife and I, December 30th, for those of you who were at the wedding, which are some of you in this room, are celebrating 32 years. Thank you, honey. I love you. Yes, I forgot 3 other people. Sorry about that. Patrick Megan, thank you. Keith Myers, thank you. Stephanie Kinsella, thank you. The reason that everybody helped was there was a feeling of things were not going so well up here, and there needed to be a correction. And everybody out there, it takes a village to get elected, and I mean it sincerely. Every one of you helped us get elected. So thank you, thank you, thank you. My wonderful son, he definitely helped us too. Thank you, son.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Well, Jay and I just had our first fight. I wanted to trade the flowers for the chocolate, and he said no. That's it.
My son is a trouble.
Okay. So, I don't speak too much on the dais or too long on the dais. So, I think tonight's going to be the night that I speak, and everything I've held back for in the last 2 years. Tonight is the night that I get to say everything. But I do want to start by thanking all the residents that voted for me, helped me, contributed to my campaign, opened the doors to me, and allowed me into their homes. I will not let you down. To my daughter Elena, Danny, and Matthias, thank you for helping me at the polls and for taking the day off from work to help on election day. Your hard work and support made a difference. Thank you, Danny and Matthias, for helping put up the big signs. To my granddaughter Jordan, who also helped at the polls and told people to vote for Abuela. I love you so much. Jordan, I am almost certain that your campaign cheer of tuna, tuna, vote for tuna was what made people vote for me. To my son Aaron and Noah, hi Noah, who moved out of NMB, you can move back now since NMB will be the place to be seen. Senator Jason Pizzo, thank you for the support you have always given me and for swearing me in. I wanted Senator Pizzo to swear me in because he is what integrity stands for, and this is what NMB will stand for as of tonight. Senator Ronald Silver, Mayor Jeff Mishkan, Mayor Beth Spiegel, Mayor Enid Weissman, Mayor Virginia O'Halpin, Commissioner Sally Heyman, and Mayor Daniela Levine Cava, thank you for your advice and for your support. To my campaign love team of Andrina Jackson and Mitch Edelstein, I could not have done this without your help and truly enjoyed having fun with you both while at it. David Templer, Evan Ross, Bruce Lomberto, thank you for always being there for me and your help. Alan Jacobs, Alan Sakovitz, Yona Lunger, Karen Harold, Jeb Henweger, and my good friend Jovi Katz. Thank you for your endorsements, help, support, and time. Charlie Nezare, Charlie, Juancito Francois, Ketley Joachim, Pujan, Frederick Aristel, Markinson Jaenti, Ringo Kayard, and Patrick Magnon. Thank you for all the time you dedicated to helping me, to helping NMB become a better place for friendship. So to make this speech shorter, I didn't do any last names. So a shout out to those people that helped me be here tonight. Irene, Asher, Magda, Mubarak, Keith, Bonnie, Esther, Jeff, Antonio, Belkis, Danny, Gucci, Woody, Susie, Nancy, Stephanie, Robin, Benny, Stacy, Maritza, James, Denise, Danielle, Danila, Ingrid, Mike, Alicia, Tricia, Anna, Claudia, Lynn, Dianara, Leslie S., Christine, Bobby, Cindy, Marianne, Scott, Goldie, Maria, Muriel, Deborah, and Oren for allowing his kids to help us. And if I forgot anyone, and I probably did, I apologize. To my library board and the Commission on the Status of Women Committee, A, Belkis, Ketley, Lukenzi, Marcella, Muriel, Marisol, Nadel, Rochelle, Rose, Samari, Ingrid, and Robbie, thank you for all the hard work you always do and for all your continued support. To the chair of both committees and very good friend of mine, Tricia Harris, and I thank you for being my friend, and I am so grateful that becoming a commissioner made me know you and become your friend. Thank you for your love, advice, and friendship, and for being the best mayor ever of Highland Village. Commissioner Kramer, thank you for all your years of service. I'm sorry that the last 2 years were not the best for you. Something that many people were afraid would happen to me if the elections went the other way, and yes, absolutely yes, I was told that's what would happen. It is so sad that people are so vindictive. Not me though. I will continue to do what is good for our city and hope that egos and attitudes get checked at the door and not come into chambers. And yes, we absolutely need to go back to the city chambers, and this is my official request that the next commission meeting of December 20th, that we meet at the second floor of City Hall. To all city staff, our amazing employees, our wonderful police department, and Nicholas Williams, it was a pleasure working with you the last 4 years, and now it is my honor to work with you for the next 4 years. To all the employees, if any commissioner is ever unfair, rude, nasty, or demanding, you report it. There is nothing to be scared of. You do not have to put up with it, and no one here is better than any of you. To Commissioner Phyllis Smith and Commissioner Jay Chernoff, thank you for your service in the past and for stepping up when the city needed you most. I enjoyed going door to door, our meetings at Chick-fil-A, and being on Team Smuckler, Smith, and Chernoff, the perfect trifecta that won. I look forward to working with you to help NMB become a better place. Thank you for your help in making me win. And thank you for your family's help as well. To Hubert Dubé and Bradley Mesidor, I'm so happy that I got to know the two of you. Thank you for running for office, and I know that you both had your best interest for NMB. Bradley and Hubert, you were both criticized for the stances you took and support you gave, but I thank you for standing up for what you believe in. To the Highland Village community, Eastern Shores, the Jewish community, the Haitian community, the The Spanish, Hispanic, Latino community, thank you, merci, gracias, toda rabah, for your support and confidence in me. Some of these communities have been ignored for the last 2 years. No more, no más. I want to thank 5 people who are here tonight in my heart and in spirit. Chuck Sarno, my good friend, how I miss you. I thank you for your last words to me. Fortuna, do what your heart tells you to do, and that is what I have done. Norman Edwards, thank you for your calls, emails, voicemails, and texts, always encouraging and believing in me. I still have them saved, and that is my favorite public record. Mayor Ray Marin, thank you for your support and help. You will be missed and needed in North Miami Beach. My mother Elena, who I lost, wasn't gonna cry. My mother Elena, who I lost 42 years ago, thank you for teaching me to love and to be kind to everyone. To my father, Israel, who passed away 5 years ago, thank you for teaching me that honesty and leadership can come together. Shame to certain commissioners who were vindictively and quick to censure Commissioner Kramer. But when a comment was made by a candidate that they were helping against Jews, not one of them spoke up, and to this day that they know something wrong was said, I have still not heard any condoning. I have been involved in NMB for so many years, helping out in campaigns as well. There was so much disrespect going on in our city. My opponent had campaign workers that my husband and I more than once gave donuts and coffee to. This is human beings respecting each other, very simple. However, what was happening on runoff day, what I personally heard and saw, having campaign workers insult my husband, me, and others for not supporting their candidate, and texts and phone calls with all those lies. This is disgusting. 4 votes, one-sided, not happening again. I will vote properly and correctly and not on a block. I am confident Phyllis and Jay will as well. We were not re-elected to be one-sided. We were re-elected to be on the responsible side. We are all not going to agree with each other, but we will respect each other and do right for the city. Does anyone not find it odd that Phyllis, Jay's, and my signs were stolen and damaged? I ordered 500 signs, yard signs, approximately half went missing. One of my intentionally damaged big signs now sits in my office as proof that hard work wins after all. Is it not odd that 2 days before runoff that Jay's big signs were mostly all of them down on the ground? For the candidate that says signs do not win elections yet had illegal signs, shame on you and shame on the candidates who did not obey our city code. If you cannot obey a simple rule about signs, how can we expect you to do the right thing on the dais?
That's right.
Shame on those individuals in the city for having my sign removed from a building that did not belong to the city, yet certain candidates were allowed to have their signs on actual city properties. What's not happening anymore in NMB? Events paid for and sponsored by the city to promote an individual's campaign. Events mentioning and showing only one commissioner and not the entire commission. I will be instructing staff tomorrow to change the upcoming farm share event to read as it should. It was something that I have done, and it has said Commissioner Fortuna Smuggler, but it should read the Mayor and Commissioner of North Miami Beach, Commissioner Fortuna Smuggler presents. And my picture will be removed from that flyer. And I hope that the rest of the commissioners follow suit. What else is not happening in NMB? Wasteful spending. Trips to resorts paid by the city. Sergeant of Arms. Low morale at the police department. Employees scared. City staff campaigning on city time. Selective enforcement during campaign season. Disrespect on the dais. Disrespect during campaigning. Aids for every commissioner. All this should be and needs to be over and done with. Thank you all that came here tonight and are watching at home. I hope to bring back the integrity and trust that residents, businesses, and employees need and want in NMB. As always, I will do my best to ensure our family and businesses feel safe in NMB. Hope to make our library and parks even better than they already are, especially since our library was completely ignored. And make sure that all future developments are sustainable projects and meets the needs of the entire North Miami Beach community. I'm also looking forward to not being part of the laughing stock that has been going on for the last 2 years, so that other cities who love to watch our meetings for entertainment will finally watch it to learn from us.
That's right.
Mayor Filippo, thank you for your support. To my husband Saul, your faith in me through the last 4 years has been what kept me going. Your hard work at the polls had everyone telling me that I had the best husband and campaign worker ever, something I already knew, especially after 40 years of marriage. Thank you for taking time off from work to help me and Phyllis and Jay, and for not caring when I practically abandoned our house, our business, our dog Yuka, and you. Being a commissioner has taken time away from being with you, and I thank you for your support. Your love helped me win, and I love you more. I look forward to our new chapter with Mayor DeFilippo, Commissioner Smith, Commissioner Chernoff, Commissioner Jean, Commissioner Flormont, and Commissioner Joseph. Thank you, everyone.
Commissioner Smith?
Thank you, and thank you, Commissioner Smuggler, and Commissioner Chernoff. A lot of what you said is a good plan to start our new commission. So we have a lot of work to be done. I want to first and foremost thank my dear friend, Commissioner Sally Hayman. You know, I have to thank each and every one of you, because being here tonight, it's not just to watch us being sworn in, but it's a commitment that you made to our city. And you're here to say you haven't given up on the commitment. We're going to be together in this. And for that, I'm very grateful. The first thought, though, that came to my mind, we have a resident that for the last 2 months, he kept saying to me, God will decide. Don't worry. When I was worried, God will decide. Well, I, for one, am very grateful for God's decision. Not for me, you understand, but for our beloved North Miami Beach. I'm not sure how to put into words who I want to thank first and foremost. You see, I wouldn't be sitting here in this chair if it wasn't for my daughter. When my husband and I found out that I was going to have our first child, over 50 years ago, I might add, I told him, if we have 9 sons, we're having a 10th child. And from the day they brought her to me till this very second, I just can't tell you what I got. I got somebody that has been my sidekick, who has taken care of us, who's the most loving person you could ever meet. And she's always been there taking care of me. For those that you don't know, I've won 7 times. I had 2 runoffs, and I've run 7 times undefeated. And they weren't easy, as you could see with this last election. But I had a hidden secret. And my secret is out because Susanna Smith helped us all. I don't think any of us would be sitting here if it wasn't for Susie. I love her. This small word is such a big heart, but she knows it. I also have to thank my other daughter from a different mother, Nancy Cliff, who's Susie's sidekick, and speaks 3 or 4 languages. And as Susie's quiet and does it professional behind the scenes, Nancy's out there vocal and lets you know you better be voting for them and you better do it right now. So I can't tell you how blessed I am to have Nancy in our lives as well. And these are 2 people that you can always count on. So anything that comes down the road where I have a problem, there'll be no problem anymore. Now, yes, because they were out there in the rain, they were out there in that broiling heat for 14 days, and there was nothing for them to gain. The only thing they wanted was that I wanted a better city, and they wanted a better city for me. So thank them. You're right with your applause. All right. People always ask, how do I keep going? I remember Jay and Fortuna standing in the side of 35th Avenue waving for people in Eastern Shores, reminding them to vote. Not me. Crazy Phyllis was running between the cars, throwing in the pamphlets, demanding they vote, and don't forget to give them a lollipop. So I think one of the biggest secrets behind that is the strong support I have from my family. Knowing that they're there no matter what. My son, my daughter-in-law, Scott and Ashley, and my 3 beautiful grandchildren, Charlie and Prescott and Brooks. I wanted them to swear me in, and Commissioner Heyman knows that, but there was a technology problem here that they couldn't do it from Atlanta. But even my daughter-in-law's parents, Diane and John, they called me. They encouraged me. They made sure it was okay. And you know what? With that, when you're down and you have that phone call on the other end, not saying you can do it, not saying get this done, but just saying, are you okay? I'm worried. Are you okay? That's what keeps me going. All right, I guess I should mention my husband. 56 years. 56 long years. So my husband's not as young as he used to be, as none of us are. Did he bring out the Unimog with all the big signs? No. Did he drive around that old Cadillac that every man can't stop looking at with my signs on it? No. Did he bring out all the Hummers? No. heated discussions that he has to get up and put the sign back up again. On the 4th or 5th time, the same sign, let me tell you, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, but he was there, as he's always been by my side. And he really and truly wanted this because I wanted it, not because he wanted it. He loves being spoiled. And now he knows he's going to have to be a little less spoiled. So for him too, we have to all give a round of applause. Now there's somebody very important I owe a big apology to. So Jeff Mishkan, I'm here in person in front of all these people to apologize to you. Jeff Mishkan called me a year and a half ago and he said, Phyllis, I need you to run. I said, Jeff, I love you, but never again. Called me a month later. He said, I can't find anybody. You have to run. And I said, Jeff, I'm sorry, never again. So here I sit. Jeff, when I called him to tell him I was running, he already knew and he almost hung up on me. But I have to tell you that I am here, Jeff, to do the job you wanted done. And you can rest assured, I promise you that, our city, if it can't be done, the public will know why not. The public will hear what we're doing that needs to be done and that someone is stopping us from doing the right thing. So with that, and with all the people that called me all summer, and all the people that I said, no, I'm never running again, no, I'm never running again. Well, you not only have me here, you have my earnest, honest, devoted truth that I will take care of each and every one of you. So, let me just say to you that not knowing ahead of time that I think this is important, but knowing ahead of time that I think that somebody in this audience is going to get angry because she's very humble. But I have to say, honestly, a special thank you to Sally Heyman, not for swearing me in. That if I need her, she's always been there. But you know, all the courses I've taken, EMO 1, EMO 2, EMO 3, EMO 4, Katie Sturgeon, I think it was an 8-week course. All the courses I've ever taken about government and how to be a good governing body didn't compare to what I learned from watching Sally Heyman be a good governing person. I am eternally grateful that many times I had the opportunity to watch her in action. And I learned how to get things accomplished with dignity and grace, and for all the people that live and work and play in our city. So with that, I could not be sworn in without thanking you for making me the best commissioner I can possibly be. So next, who do we thank? I mean, listen to the list and thank heavens, because I don't have most of them at all. But I think one of the biggest thank yous that this city owes is to Herbert Dubé. Herbert Dubé, he knows it. He and I understand it. He's this city's hero. He allowed this commission, by standing up for what he knew was right for his family, he allowed this commission to go forward and to be the commission we're going to be for the next 2 years and hopefully for 4. So for him, I owe a big gratitude. And next, who do we thank? Well, we could thank Bill and Stacy Dean for their unwavering support. We could thank Mario Grossfeld for always having his checkbook open. We could thank David Templer for never letting up his foot on the gas to all of our residents. We could thank Keith for always being there when technology was needed. Always. And we can thank Dr. Alan Jacob and Alan Zaskowitz and Dave Davi Levy and Yoda Younger. We can thank them all, the entire Jewish community, for knowing that the importance of this change and standing by to make sure it got done. We can thank Charlie and his team. We can thank Hubert Campbell and his team. We can thank everyone from Michael and Pat from North Miami, who are making this city important to them too. We can thank the volunteers and the workers alike, Danny and Leslie and Maria and Daniela and Philippe and Philip and Frederick and Kassan and Marjorie and Muriel and Karen and Asher and Irene and Ben and Benny and Kelly and on and on and on. I mean, there's too many to mention, because you see, this was a community effort. This had nothing to do with religion. It had nothing to do with race. It had nothing to do with color. It had nothing to do with creed. It was only about one thing: change. Get our city back. I also want to thank the present and the past elected officials. To have Senator Pizzo here, to have all the senators here, to have all the state representatives here, to have all the commissioners here, to have all these clerks and people that are in public service. It's not just that they're present. Do you know that they were support? They were phone call. They were, how do you do it? Who do I go to? And you know what? They were there to give us the answers. So we have to thank each and every one of them. I got to meet a lot of new people. The Faith family that live in my neighborhood. The one thing I want to tell you is, these people that you didn't even know lived in the city, the only request they had was win so we can have our city back. When I was in Washington Park, and they were pretty abusive in Washington Park, I did have to send for Kassan, and thank you for Kassan coming. They were pretty abusive because I was only yelling one thing: this is your last chance to get your city back. Vote for Jay Chernoff. This is your last chance. And you know, people objected to the fact that you wanted them to vote a different way than they had in mind. I didn't tell them not to vote how they were voting. I didn't tell them not to vote. But the community knew, some of them that went in where nobody was, to vote and bubble in the person that gave their city back to them. So for that, I'm very grateful. I also want to thank, Guy Thomas, who writes the Haitian newspaper, and he's for 30 years, who made sure that it was equitable to all, included all of us. I could go on because every time I look at this paper, 10 more people jump out at me. So let me just say this. I have two more big thoughts that I want to share with you. One is, I read your garbage contract, all 70-something pages of it. It's not as easy for me because I forgot to go to law school. But the number one issue when you knocked on doors was garbage. Garbage. What about my garbage? They didn't pick it up on Thanksgiving. And you know what? Phyllis, they didn't come on Friday, and they didn't come on Saturday, and here it is Sunday, and I still have my garbage. Well, when you read the garbage contract, it clearly states they're not going to pick up your garbage on Thanksgiving and Christmas. And They're going to pick up your garbage on your next regularly scheduled day, which would have been Monday. So I learned from that. There's a lot of things in there that I learned from that, about tipping fees, etc., etc., etc. But the big thing I learned from that, and I'm repeating it tonight, was because the lack of communication from the city to the residents. That is one of the number one priorities we have to, as a body, figure out how to get to the young that are using their phone as every means of communication, to the old folks like me that don't use my phone at all for any of that. So we have to figure it out. But that is going to be a priority for me, to figure out how to communicate to the public so those issues won't stress you, because you already know. So I want to thank you all, everybody that paid attention. You did not like the policies that were going into place for yourself and your families. You did not sit back and say, let someone else fix it. You engaged, you participated, you worked, and you won. You won, because every vote you did for the three of us was a vote for you, and you won. Now you want to know what's next. That's what you're asking. Well, first and foremost, stay involved. Stay connected. You can watch it on channel 77. Notice I didn't say for me, stay connected. I said for we. We need to stay connected. We need the election that is over and done with to be behind us. And now we need to show the people that we are one body working towards one city with one goal, to make everyone, for you and you and you and you up there in the balcony, all of you, to make you the best city we can make you. We can start right away, as I said, with better communication. And I can tell you that the reason we're still sitting here and not in the auditorium is because we didn't have 4 votes. But now, as I did not know until this night, right now what I heard from my other commissioner, that there's 2 votes, because now we know that there are 2 people that want to be back in the chambers. I don't know about the rest. 3 people that want to be back, and it's 4 people, so here we are. We're going maybe on the 20th of December. Please turn on channel 77, or know that your government is run from your government's chambers. So to each of you who told me over and over the city needs me, I will do my best to bring back the council meetings to doing good business amicably, in a positive way. And even when we disagree, I will continue to work towards disagreeing agreeably. I have to tell you, there's a lot that has to be worked on. I did get the last 3 years of the budget. I do have a copy of all of the budgets for some of the departments. I see the morale is very low. I've talked to a few of the people. We have a lot of work to do, a lot of work to do. But my sleeves are rolled up, and even though I am announcing my candidacy again in 4 years right now, I will concentrate on all of you, and I mean all of you, with much love and much goodness for North Miami Beach. Thank you all for seeing it needed to be done and making sure that it was. May God bless you all. Be safe.
Thank you, Commissioner Smith. Commissioner Jean, do you have any comments for the commission?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. everyone. It's really a pleasure and a privilege to be here tonight and to see each and every one of you here. I want to start by thanking our outgoing commissioner, Commissioner Barbara Kramer. Learned a lot from you, watching you on this dais, and also learned a lot from Commissioner Polly Millard as well, who's not here with us tonight. And to all the incoming commissioners who are not necessarily new to this, it's going to be interesting to see how you govern with diversity, equity, and inclusion. And that all of us here have one mission. And this city has not fallen apart over the last 2 years, contrary to popular belief. So I stand here in hope that all of you will keep us accountable to what needs to happen, and that we do it in a way that shows our true leadership. So whether or not you agree with some of the policies like our living wage policy that we passed, making our police officers whole who are fired, all different policies, our senior center, and everything else that we have been able to accomplish over the last 2 years. My hope is that I'll follow your leadership. As the only Black female on this dais, as the youngest individual on this dais, I will yield to leadership based on age, right? As with age comes wisdom. And so my hope is that you lead by example, and that the fruits of your work will definitely benefit everyone in this community equally. I also hope that we can move forward without antagonizing each other. I hope we can move forward without belittling and patronizing each other. That's my hope, that the next generation of leaders will rise up and be able to make City of North Miami Beach an example for them. So again, thank you to everyone here tonight. And again, I'll be watching you for, as has been said on so many times before, but I'll be watching you for your leadership and for your integrity to definitely shine through and to show us what integrity is truly about. So to all the city staff, thank you so much for making this night possible. Our police department, Parks and Recreation, thank you so much. And to my favorite elected official here, our County Commissioner, Marlon Bastien, and Mayor Danielle Levine Cobbett, thank you so much for being here tonight. Every elected official that's here tonight, thank you so much. But again, I'll be following you because you guys have, I think, almost a century of experience, right? And so it's going to be a powerful moment to see how we move forward as a commission. Again, thank you all for being here tonight.
Thank you very much. And to each and every one of you here tonight, you owe yourself a round of applause, the biggest round of applause. You, the residents, came out. You, us, the residents, together spoke loud, and we said enough is enough. We, as a team, worked the most aggressive grassroots campaign I have ever seen in the history. And I, since a little boy, have been running campaigns with my father and the generations that we have here of elected officials. This moment that we have here today, folks, take a good look around. We have some of the best people who care for this city are here tonight with us. And we are grateful to have all of you here. Thank you to our Dane County Mayor, Daniela Levine Cava, for coming out tonight and sharing this moment with us. We are truly humbled and honored to be in your presence and that you took the time out of your day to come to this great city and share this moment with us. We owe you a debt of gratitude and thank you for leading our county the way you are. Thank you for what you do. Folks, like I said, it was one of the most aggressive campaigns I have ever seen, if not the most. As your mayor, many people came up and said it couldn't be done. It was impossible. If I could pull this off, it would be the greatest thing on earth. Well, folks, as your mayor, I'm here tonight to tell you that nothing is impossible in this world when you persevere and you have a tenacity like each of these commissioners that are newly elected up here, that have worked so hard to get this city back in the right direction, and that's what we are going to do as a team. Nothing is ever impossible when you have faith, when you really dig down to the core of your heart and soul, and you know that God is listening to you. God is great. God is great every day. And He's given us an opportunity to make it right for the residents of this city. There's nobody in a million years would have ever thought Commissioner Phyllis Smith would come out of retirement. Nobody in a million, go ahead, Commissioner.
Crazy Phyllis.
Nobody in a million years would have thought Jay Chernoff would be sitting up here today. But God is great. And He answers our prayers. But more than anything, He asks only one thing: help my people. Help my people. They are your brothers and sisters. So my commitment to you as your mayor is to continue to work hard and diligently with our fellow commissioners, newly elected, and the honorable ones that are sitting up here with us. Thank you. I look forward to working with each and every one of you to bring peace to this city, to bring unity, because there is no space for division. And that's what some people try to do. And boy, if God is before you, who dare be against you? There will be no division, because we are one. And we will love every community in this city equally. Equality for all. And when you give to one, you give to all. Even if it's a little crumb, you know what? God will multiply that. But we must have faith. For $5 could be 500 one day, or 5,000 or more. I will tell you that we are going to do, and I will hope that my colleagues will agree, that our commission meetings will go to 12 o'clock. It will not go ever past 12 o'clock, because it is not conducive and it is not right to the residents of this city. I wish it was 11, but 12 o'clock is what we have on our resolution. So I'm hoping that we can enforce that and not go past that. I am hopeful that we can get back to our days, as many of my commissioners have mentioned up here. As your mayor, I've been in contact with the city manager's office. The dais is ready to go. There was some remodeling being done in the audio section, which is completed. We still have the bathrooms that are under construction. They've pretty much needed probably another 30 days, is what I'm told, to get them up to date. I hope it can be faster. I know I asked for it faster. I asked for it for December 20th. I got a maybe, but I can't promise, but I'm hoping it can. Assistant manager, you hear the voice of your commission, and we hope that you'll do your best. But I know that we were promised by January for sure, but I'm hoping that by December 20th, they can get it done.
Mr. Mayor, may I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Does the elevator still go down to the third floor, the second floor to use the bathroom?
Yes, it does, and that's what I said, and so I think that we'll be compliant because we have 88 bathrooms on the other floors. So if it's the will of this commission, then we will be at our dais on December 20th.
Where we belong.
Where we belong, amen.
We belong. Down with the people.
You know, I'm going to just say one thing. I'm very proud of everyone. Congratulations to all my colleagues. You know, I've sat up here for 10 years. My father was here for a long time, till Phyllis beat him. But you know what? You know, time goes on. Thank you, Phyllis, for your hard work, Commissioner Smith. You know, I have never seen such a grotesque, such an ugly election in the history of my life. It's crazy what occurred. And you know what? Everything has been said already and it's on the record. But I hope that we never, ever have to face what we face in this election ever again. I hope that we can be more mature and respect each other and know that it's all for one and one for all. And we're here to serve the people. And we're here to give back to the people of this city, to our residents, each one of us. We are the taxpayers of this city. I hope that in this next budget, we're able to vote to reduce our millage rate where it should have been, where each and every one of you benefit. Where each and every one of you benefit. That's how you give back to the residents and all of us taxpayers here in North Miami Beach. I hope my fellow colleagues will agree with me on that. Everything about these sergeant-at-arms position, I hope there's a clear and stern message to the manager's office that this will not be tolerated anymore and this wasteful spending has got to go. If I, as the mayor of this city, have never asked for a sergeant-at-arms to be by my side or take me anywhere, it's not needed.
That's right.
It's not needed. The Dade County manager needs it. The mayor needs it. Mayor, you need it. But you know what? We don't need that.
No.
We've never had it before, and hopefully we can get rid of this wasteful spending, as mentioned by my fellow commissioners. And I'm underlining that we must stop the wasteful spending. Those officers that are out there doing that can go back in the line of duty and protect the residents of this city. Drive around commissioners. That's not what it's about.
Nobody's above.
You know what? Maybe I lost a couple of friends tonight, but I will always speak the truth. To all of you who reached out to me during the campaign, I thank you. It was the hardest campaign I have ever worked, even harder than my own. And yes, I did wear a lot of pair of shoes. But I'm forever grateful for the commitment and the sacrifice, and again, the tenacity that my fellow commissioners put up and today sit up here. Congratulations to each and every one of you. God bless you and your families. And I'm looking forward to really coming together and working with everybody in a very peaceful manner. So to each and every one of you residents, I hope you still stay engaged because you played the biggest role in this campaign. It was the biggest grassroots campaign I have ever seen. And it's the residents that did it. It's each and every one of us who live here in this city, who care about the city, that stepped forward and made those extra 10 calls.
Award-winning.
And went out and knocked on those extra 10 doors. And that is the reason why you have your city back in good hands today. God bless each and every one of you. We are forever thankful for your sacrifice and the time you took out of your day to have us up here and put and instill your trust in us to move this city forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Our next regularly scheduled meeting is on Tuesday, December 20th. Please don't forget to come out to all the other events that we have. Snowfest, the parade, our menorah lighting, concerts. We have a fun-filled month for you, and we hope to see you all.
And activities at the library.
There we go. That being said, I can I ask for a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
All right, thank you very much. God bless you all.